You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Chief Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Chozen After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Chozen After Show.
Yeah. We got that sex and murder track finally, everybody. We ain't scared to die, internet. This is AfterBuzz, everybody. We're talking Chozen. It's the first season, but it is the 5th episode. This one is called Laced. We're going to be breaking it down for you today. Who are we? That's an excellent question, as always, everyone who's listening. I'm Greg Goodness.
And I'm Scott Moore.
I'm Zach Wilson.
Oh, hi guys. Sorry. I'm Roya.
And Roya is also doing tech for us tonight. And so she's super busy, everybody.
I hit the wrong button, and I was like, what's going on? And then it was my turn, and it got really awkward for seconds. Yeah.
That's the perfect introduction, though.
It
Hey, I'm
is.
Greg. I'm Scott. I'm Zach. I hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
All right.
But now we're back, and everything's good.
We're back. We're good. You know who else is back in the world of Chozen? Jamal. Jamal, who, by all rights, I had no even fathom of an inkling would be back.
I figured as soon as they introduced him in the pilot, he would be coming back pretty soon.
I mean, they did introduce him by name. He's writing a letter to Jamal in that first episode, but I would have never expected him to come back.
I agree with you. I wasn't reading that much into it that he was actually going to be in any free-to episode, so...
I think it's a really fun dynamic that they brought him back.
I
For
think
sure.
I confirmed a prediction that I had in an early episode.
Oh, did you? Oh, you're going to drop that truth bomb on us.
Boom!
It was interesting to see him back, though, because it comes right at the perfect time. Scott, you had pointed out that his relationship with Hunter got a little stale, maybe. Feeling a little on the rocks.
Feeling a little bored.
I didn't know that they were like that relationship. This is the first time I think we've really...
I have no idea.
Their relationship is older than the Addams family.
That's basically what Roya is saying.
It was so stale and stifling and so devoid of love, as the Addams family were.
Hey, they had a lot of love.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
We love you very, very much.
But I think, well, they were like hooking up in the first
Yeah.
episode where we met, and then he was just like a guy that was like nearby. This is the first time we ever seen them like hanging out.
Yeah, they're sort of dating a little more, which again, did mention that too, like you did earlier. I have to say, I was going to see a relationship with Chozen, and we were hoping maybe it would be with Hunter. But yeah, it seems like they've been hanging out a lot, and obviously now Chozen's feeling a little bored, and it's not quite his scene. And then the bad boy Jamal comes back into town.
Yeah, I mean,
Changes everything.
my counter argument would be that this is as deep into a relationship that Chozen gets.
Yeah.
So if you're hanging out multiple times, that is
Exactly.
a relationship, and that's a stale relationship in the mind of Chozen.
I mean, they're Netflixing, man.
Right.
It is serious.
It is.
Trying to Netflixing.
Women in prison.
What is that?
It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Netflix and Nutflix, which sounds like a great evening.
Yeah, right?
But
Sounds like my Friday night.
oh, zing, zing, zing.
If there's not an actual like thing out there called Nutflix, that's like one of the like porn like rip-off sites. They're like, I'm shocked.
Well, there is
Yeah.
now. You just
Yeah,
gave
you
away your
did.
billion-dollar
There you go.
idea.
Greg, we need to get a software engineer on the horn tonight.
Well, go ahead and reserve the name now, too.
Well, we can get Jamal on the horn tonight. Jamal can be our muscle in this operation. Jamal is a horrifying dude, as we found out in this episode. I can see why Chozen would be attracted to him. It does have the bad boy appeal, but man, oh man, he is a tough, angry man.
Well, that moment where they like fall for each other was great. You hate Nazis too?
Yeah.
I hate everybody.
Everybody.
That's silly. Which it is. You gotta love each other, guys. That's nonsense.
That's where it's at. But I actually like the intro too, when Jamal gets on the empty bus with the one guy in the bus sitting there reading the paper, and he's like, "That's my seat."
Yeah,
And
that's my gum.
And that's my gum. And it's right out of his mouth.
We know who this person is
Right
right
off
away.
the very beginning.
It's like, this is a man who does not take gruff.
Mm-hmm.
But interesting to see that you can get blinded. It's good relationship advice coming out of Chozen, really, when you get down to it. Sometimes you become infatuated with someone, you lose sight of yourself. Chozen lost sight of himself because Jamal's coming into his life and taking over, giving him a little bit too much of an ego boost, which I thought was impossible for Chozen. But he's feeling a little too strong. I don't know. And obviously, spoiler alert, guys, if you haven't seen the episode, but go watch it. You're listening to the AfterBuzz
Right,
show. Jamal is dead. He won't be coming back. Or at least, well, I guess they could resurrect him. They could do like a 50 Cent kind of thing, like just like come back from the bullets. But I don't know. I thought we played out Jamal as much as we needed to play out in this.
I agree. There was not much more to go with that.
Unless there's going to be like a crazy revenge fantasy. You're shaking your head like you want to see more
Unless
of
there's
Jamal.
going to be Ghost
No,
Jamal.
No.
No.
And those of you watching on YouTube just noticed that the images behind us just switched to Chozen.
Thanks, Zach. I was trying to do
You
it
guys
very
noticed it?
secretly.
That's fine, everyone. We're all very busy here.
Just like Chozen
That's
switched
right.
from Jamal to Hunter, and
Yes.
then right back.
And he even says it. Chozen has it on his phone when everyone's trying to meet up with him. He's like, "I'm busy."
Yeah. Get out of the way.
We're all busy like Chozen.
So I'm glad to see that Chozen. He had his high. He had his little bad boy fling. Now we're getting him back on the track of love. We're going to get you hooked up, Hunter. We're going to get that ring on Chozen for you soon enough.
He'll be eating your taquitos before you know.
Oh, that's so sweet. But also probably dirty in the sense that you meant it. Speaking of
Very,
dirty,
very dirty.
you know what else was dirty in this episode? Days of Yore, the video game
man.
that Troy and Jimmy were playing, which I had no idea you could make a spider sexual, but man, oh man, they sure did it.
Of course you can. You can make anything sexual. Come on.
It was so disturbing, though, because they were talking like, oh, there's scenes of brief nudity in this episode. And I legitimately thought when they showed the spider woman, I was like, is that like a dirty part of the spider? Like, was that what the warning was for? The stuff that we're seeing
A
shoot
nude spider.
Yeah, no, that was legit my thought. I was like, are we looking at like a naughty bit of a spider?
I didn't see any other nudity in the episode.
I didn't either,
but-
unless the shower scene was apparently, maybe that's where they got the
Yeah.
nudity from. I don't know.
There are a lot of butts flying around in this episode.
with the
this
shower
series.
The shower scene with what was a trout.
Oh yeah,
It
horrifying.
just pops out of the steam.
Yeah.
Your mouth is
Ugh.
for one thing, and it ain't talking. This show is a real scary
God.
straight program, if there ever was one. It's horrifying.
Stay in school, you're gonna wind up like trout.
But it was fun to see Jimmy and Troy going back at it. They sort of have this weird couple thing going on where they always seem to wind up together no matter what. And it's a cool dynamic to see because you have Troy, who is literally the least capable person of handling drugs, like the most susceptible to addiction, and you pair him up with someone like Jimmy, who just has a constant supply available.
Troy keeps getting introduced to new drugs.
He does. What was this week was what, Adderall, and he was on his. I loved it when he was drinking the little tub drink, like Circle K, I think it was from. That was great.
Oh yeah. The big, well, we can't say the brand name, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was a masterful, the Little Tub. Or was it Little Tub or Big Tub?
Or big tub. I think I said little tub, but I don't
It
know.
would make sense. It is a little tub. It's a
Yeah.
big drink, but a very little tiny
Yes.
tub.
It was great.
Great voice acting in this episode by Nick Swartzen, though. Oh, he really
He did.
sold it on this one. Like, there are a couple of lines that I think would have been passable in just the normal read, but Nick Swartzen really knocked it out of the park on this one.
I've been a
Great.
huge fan of Nick Swartzen for years, and now it's fun to see him
Here,
getting good.
Yeah.
Actually, hear him, whatever, doing actually good stuff because Troy gets put in the background a lot. But this is like a B plot, but it was a fun B plot.
But it was a great B plot, and it just felt very believable when they're sort of tweaking out in the Adderall and they're shirtless and they're going just crazy in this game. I mean, it was great, and the acting had to go with it.
This filthy little like Worlds of Warcraft game.
Yeah.
It's almost it kind of reminds me of the sex video game from 30 Rock that Tracy Jordan.
Oh
made.
yeah.
Like this is what it actually was.
Yeah.
That spider certainly falls into the uncanny valley.
Yeah.
But they fail. They fail the quest.
At the very end. And I love the final line of "Just enjoy the fall. Just enjoy the fall."
Yeah.
Like you possibly
Just go limp and
could.
enjoy the fall.
You know what else you guys can enjoy? iTunes, podcasts. Those are the things that we do. And you know what we appreciate when you go out and you subscribe, you rate and you comment, you tell us what you think of the show. You can also hop on YouTube. We like hearing your thoughts and comments on there as well. Through some crazy sort of social media algorithm that I can't possibly begin to fathom, it keeps the lights on in here. So let us know what you think about the show, about us, about everything in between. We are reading it, and we'll try to give you a shout-out on air if you get at us. So,
Speaking of shout-outs,
Ooh.
do you want me to give a shout-out?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, a little YouTube shout-out to already claimed name. We've been having little chatting battles about Hunter and how we feel bad for Hunter and all that jazz. So keep it going. Oh, and then someone, Ed Salish, I totally butchered that. I'm so sorry. But wanted
You
to let us
butchered
know.
that screen name? Oh, no.
Right? Wanted us to let us know that Red Bull is from Austria.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That is good to know.
Yeah, I don't know
learn
why,
something
but
new.
hey, I saw that and I was like, I need to share this with my
Right,
team.
that's important to know.
Hey, now we know for
Learning.
future reference. So thanks, guys. Keep it up. Keep it going at us.
Yeah, and if you want to comment on the Chozen AfterBuzz on iTunes, slap us with a rating, and maybe we'll shout you out on the show.
We'll
next time.
definitely give you a shout out. If you comment on iTunes,
Right.
Trying to
that's
leave
the
it with-
holy grail.
I was trying to leave it with some mystery in there, Greg.
A little mystique.
But yes, if you comment, we will absolutely read your comment on
Guaranteed.
the show.
Blatantly pander. You're subtle about it. I just blatant go for the obvious. Anywho, Ricky and Krisco coming in deep on this episode. Getting their fair share of camera time.
You know, I did feel afraid for like a second, but now it's like funny.
Oh, I just fall deeper in love with Ricky every time he opens his beautiful, stupid, innocent little mouth.
Aw.
He's so fun. He's such a great counterpoint
He
to
is.
everything else that's going on in the episode. Also, like to point out that in the shoe store, not only did they have the Phantasm display, but there was also a
Yeah.
tiny little Phantasm poster in the background. And also the TV is still broken in this episode. So great continuity, everyone. Totally unrelated to Ricky and Krisco, but the one thing made me think of the other.
Yes, that was, and I love the Kazul Kadashi $400 sneakers from the most famous blind Japanese graffiti artist.
Yeah, man. Of course
Come
Krisco
on.
would know about that.
Right.
Of course Krisco would totally be into that.
Am I the only one that hates that that's like a real thing?
Blind Japanese
Graffiti
street
artists.
artists?
Well, I was gonna say $400 sneakers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a fan. I don't get it. But as part of the hip hop world, they're staying in the hip hop world. It's great. Well, I
I
guess
get it.
hip hop skater culture.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a sneaker fetish. I can admit it,
Oh, really?
and I
Okay.
have picked up a few in Japan, but you know. So I get it. I understand. I can relate.
I did almost spend $200 on a pair of sneakers, but that's because they were Luke Skywalker sneakers.
Oh my
See?
god.
So
Wait a second, you guys are talking about shoes right now, right?
Yeah, how did
sneakers.
that Part
happen? of
I
the
just wanna make sure.
episode.
No, I know, but you guys
The-
are spending lots of money on shoes.
I would like to point
Guys.
out that I'm not.
Guys.
I'm saying I am.
almost
I am.
did.
I have a sneaker fetish. I don't have a shoe, but I do like. So I could relate.
Sneakers and shoes are the same.
I mean, not like the dress shoes
Right.
or whatever. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
The fancy shoes.
Back to Ricky and Krisco, you guys. Regardless of how much they spend on shoes,
$400.
I think. Shut up. I think.
No, they spent nothing when
Well, they were going to.
robbed,
The
looted the
place.
store. Jamal brought up an interesting point when they were doing rehearsals, which is that we sort of get the impression that maybe they're not very good at what they do. that's sort of been a recurring theme in the episodes. Like we talked back in episode 2, I think it was, where Ricky, again, one of my favorite quotes of the show so far, I'm pushing all these buttons, but it still sounds like shit. Like, are they actually holding Chozen back?
I don't know. See, the thing is, like, when they do like raps, like perform raps and stuff, they all go well. Like, I'll go to the Korean businessman's thing. Like, yes, that was ridiculous and not the right place for it. But it was good. It was a good show. The talent show in the pilot was a good show. They did well.
People love them.
The rap, go at the rap video in The Director was amazing.
It was.
So they're doing. It's weird because like they seem like they're doing fine, but we keep calling them bad at their job. So I don't know which one we're supposed to.
I agree. It's like, which one are we supposed to think? Are they bad, or are they just not, had their moment in the sunshine yet?
Roya, your thoughts on this?
Those
That's
deep
your reaction
thoughts,
to Ricky
deep
and
thoughts.
Krisco.
I mean, I love Ricky, and Krisco is okay.
What do you think of them as artists, as artistes?
I think they're the secret hidden potential. I don't think they're holding back. I think that guy, Chozen's boyfriend, was definitely just causing trauma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think
stirring
it's
the
legit.
pot.
That for sure,
Exactly.
definitely.
All right, I can see that. Speaking of seeing things, let's see into the future, you guys, with that spooky theremin music.
Oh, okay.
And now, your AfterBuzz
Started off
TV.
so good.
I'm just waiting for the Addams Family snaps to come in right now, which it would be appropriate.
It would be, but I'm not gonna
doing
do
that
it.
again. That's fine. I think that we are actually going to see Chozen get into it deep with Hunter, emotionally get into it deep with Hunter. And they're going to actually have to sort of navigate the world of being boyfriend and boyfriend.
I agree with that because that's what I was hoping for from I think the first episode was that he would finally get into the relationship, because I think it's a whole new territory for Chozen, so it's gonna be really important for him to kind of map that out and figure it out. But I'd still like to see Troy kind of get back in with Tracy. That'd be good too.
yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah,
He's been kind of experimenting a little bit here. I'd like to see maybe he can get back with Tracy though.
Yeah, I think we'll see a little bit more of the Troy, Tracy, Ricky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ricky
Little triangle.
triangle
All
thing
right.
going on. I think I'm hoping we get Method Man back soon.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
those are all my
yeah.
favorite moments. Or whenever Method Man shows up.
Yeah.
I think Chosen's going to see a step in the right career-wise direction soon. That'll bring Method Man back or bring Phantasm back.
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Dang, you guys had some really good predictions. I want to piggyback on most of them. But,
Piggyback away.
I'm going to have to pick on Hunter, because I've been talking about that on YouTube and stuff. I feel Hunter is going to get tired of being taken advantage of by Chozen. I think he's going to grow a pair and actually leave Chozen, and then Chozen's going to start chasing after Hunter.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, and then that's going to be the true love.
Yes.
Oh, that'll be sweet.
I like
Yeah.
that a lot.
All right, guys. Well, I think that about wraps it up for all of us. Thanks so much for sticking with us.
Well, real
when we
quick
talk
before
about
we
it.
leave.
Oh, yeah, let's
We
talk
do
real
have one
quick.
person that did comment us on iTunes.
Oh, let's
and gave
hear
us
it.
a 5-star rating.
What?
Wow.
Mr. Robert says, loving AfterBuzz, enjoying the group, and it's sweet to have Archer and Chozen back to back. If you couldn't tell by the background.
Ah, well,
But
thank
yes.
you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. You are
Yes.
a gentleman and a scholar, and we appreciate it. Aw, that's awful sweet. Anyway,
And a friend and a confidant.
Well, with that giant ego boost, let's sign off for the night, everybody. Let's go round the horn. Tell them where they can find you.
Well, you guys can find me on Twitter at HeyRoya. That's HeyRoya, and I'm also on Twitter. Yep.
I'm Zach Wilson. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at @ZachWilson, and here at AfterBuzz on Grimm, Almost Human, Helix, and coming up Resurrection. But I also want to do a quick plug. If you guys like ridiculous raps, my comedy troupe and I just released a new video. If you also enjoy watching Matt Lieberman here at AfterBuzz, me and him collaborated on 99 Problems, but Sochi Ain't One, Olympics wrap up. Get it?
Yes, I do.
But it's up on YouTube. You can find it's on my Twitter feed as well. Just search 99 Problems, but Sochi Ain't One.
Ooh, love it. You can find me on the Twitter at sman80. That's sman80. And here for the looking after shows, just 2 left on Sunday nights.
Gotcha. You guys can find me on the twits at Greg Goodness. It's just my name, guys. Just plug in my. It's simple. It's easy. It couldn't be any easier. Seriously, you guys. Honestly,
For
really.
goodness sake.
All right, everyone. Again, thanks for listening. You've been listening to AfterBuzz. We've been talking Chozen. You guys have a good night or day.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.